to English Palette. This is another exciting class. Today's topic is men and women. I suspect you're going to have a lot of interesting things to say about the topic. So we still have a minute of the intro playing. Feel free to invite your friends, get something to drink, make yourself comfortable. We'll be starting in just a hot second. And again, if you are just joining us, you need to get over to twitch.tv/EnglishSpot where we are live, and feel free to say hi in the chat so that I know you're watching. I'll join you in just a few more seconds. The intro is playing right now. And we're live! Welcome to English Palette, another exciting English lesson. This is our first time in history where we are streaming a live lesson to Twitch and to YouTube and to Facebook for those of you who don't have these platforms. We are live. We are also live on Discord on an amazing server called English Hub. The English Hub. Let me bring it up on the screen, guys. The English Hub is an amazing server where you can meet, make new friends, practice your English, learn, ask questions about grammar. You can, of course, join this lesson as well. These lessons are delivered regularly, 3 times a week. For my time zone, it's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1700 hours GMT. That's London time. Make sure you join them if you want to practice English for free. All of these lessons are open to anyone, and we are live right now. So if you are joining us right now, wherever you are, whether you're on twitch.tv or whether on YouTube or whether you are on Discord already, well, head over to class stage room, and if you click on my profile, you will be able to see the Twitch channel link. So head over there, say hi in the chat so that I can see that I have an audience, that I have students waiting here for me. That's great, guys. How are you today? Let's see who wants to speak. How are you today, guys? Let's see. We have Gun Grammier. How are you, Gun Grammier, this morning or this afternoon or this evening? Hello, is your microphone working? Hey, say hi. No, your microphone is not working. Well, too bad, too bad. Dr. Bug, how are you this morning? You have to unmute yourself, Dr. Bug.
I'm good. How are you, sir?
Oh, very good. Thank you, Dr. Bug. So nice to hear you. I hear your voice is very familiar. So I'm so glad that you joined us here today again.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we have Django the kid. Hello there, Django. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
Okay, great. Well, thanks so much for joining us today. This should be an exciting topic. Yeah, I need you to get over to my Twitch channel because that's where we are live. Hi, Gun Grammier is in the chat, okay, and already we have four Torn Echoes. Four Torn Echoes is online as well. Welcome. Thank you so much, guys. Well, listen, we are getting started just about now.
Let's go.
Let's go, guys. For those of you who are here for the first time, this is an English lesson, but it's not a typical lesson because we are not only having a lot of fun, and hopefully a lot of your lessons are fun, but this one is particularly fun. But we also always discuss some controversial issues, and we usually do it in the form of a discussion. Discussion groups are extremely useful for all of you students because you often need to take academic courses and you'd have to take part in discussion groups. So once again, we are live on Twitch, and just for your information, let me bring up that Twitch channel. Right now it is found on twitch.tv/EnglishSpot. Okay, as you can see, I'm live right here. And you can also see different ways of staying in touch with English Spot throughout the week. You can, oh wow, look at that. You can now play music through this panel right here. That's a new addition I just added. But please don't play too much music because if we are studying, we don't want to have distractive sound playing. But you can have fun with that if you want. All right, so this is where you can join us on Discord. Here's a Discord server link where we are live right now. Please pay attention to our classes schedule, which you can also find in the schedule tab. You can also become a supporter of the channel by becoming a fan, a big fan or giant fan of the channel. Of course, feel free to support us by subscribing, following, and so on. And if you don't have Twitch or Twitch is not working for some reason, you can always go to my YouTube channel where I am right here. I am live. So please feel free to follow us right here, English Palette. And I always post upcoming classes on this channel, so you can always set a reminder in case you are a forgetful person. You can always set a reminder, and now you know we are live. Excellent, guys. So let's see who is in the room. I'm looking at my Discord room right here. Again, Discord is English Hub. You can find it on this board or anywhere else. Link is also in my channel on the video, in the video description. A great place to be. Join the server right now. And in a moment, we will get started. How are you feeling, guys? I am feeling pretty excited. This is how I'm feeling about this class.
Wow, I feel good.
I feel
We
good.
are feeling great too,
Oh,
sir.
great. Thank you. I feel good, and I think you should too. Because today's topic is very, very fun. We will be talking about men and women. Men and women. And the roles in society that they have. You may have strong opinions, and you're encouraged to share them. Something happened to my voice, as you can hear. So I'm going to have a drink of water while I play this exciting intro tune. Great. Well, that helps. All right, guys. Now, what we're going to do is reveal the questions. Reveal the questions of the day. They are on the screen.
Let's go.
All right, so as usual, the questions have been posted like 2 days ago, so I hope you had a chance to read them. They are on my website. If you are new, head over to buymeacoffee.com/EnglishPalette, and they are right here. Today's topic is men and women, same or different? Talk your head off. So, which means you have to talk a lot, and I trust that you will. All right, guys, so we are going to talk about the sexes, men and women. Question number 1 for discussion will be, talk about your country. Do women in your country have equal opportunities in the workplace? All right, workplace. For example, do they get the same pay and promotion opportunities as men? Yes or no? Maybe provide some examples. Question number 2. Is it easy for women to continue their careers after taking time off to start a family? Well, oftentimes a woman enters workforce, but then, they want to have a child, they want to start a family. So they take time off to raise a child. And then after that, it is sometimes difficult to enter the workforce again. Describe the situation in your country. Do companies provide daycares or nurseries for children? Yes or no? How about maternity leave? Leave for the purpose of raising your child. And how long are those maternity leaves? All right, that's an exciting question. Question number 3. In your opinion, are men, this is going to be a hot question, do you think men are better at certain jobs than women? How about the other way around? Do you think that some jobs are better performed by women? Explain your view. Question number 4. Men should, it's an opinion, guys. It's not my opinion, but it's an opinion expressed by someone. Men should be breadwinners and women should be homemakers. Breadwinners are those who basically bring home the bacon. That's another idiom in English. It means they go out and they work and they bring money home. They are called the breadwinners. And homemakers are those who stay home and provide a loving and caring environment for the children. So do you agree with this opinion that men should be the breadwinners and women should be the homemakers in each household? Yes, no, why? Support your view. Question number 5. Do you think that in ideal society, men and women should have exactly the same roles or should they have different roles? Why or why not? Explain your view. So what this means is that both men and women should emulate a specific role, which is kind of not gender specific, it's just one role, and they should try to share that role 50-50 instead of going into different roles and sharing them differently. All right, so if you have questions, I can also provide explanation to these questions before we start a discussion. But in the meantime, guys, I want to see the chat. We are on our Discord server and I can see the room is filling up. Okay, we already have close to 40 people. And hi, if you are live on Twitch, say hello in the chat. Hi there. I will welcome my audience. Hi, welcome. Okay, nice to see you. Nice to see you guys. And I'm really apologize for my voice. Something happened to it. I think I'm losing it. I'm losing my voice. But anyway, it's not important because the stars of the show are you guys. And because you need to talk your head off, and we are starting right now.
Let's go.
All right. And before we start, as usual, let me just bring up the fact that we have a worksheet for you to download if you're interested, where you can practice specific discussion language. So, as in any discussion, it's really important that we have tools to conduct a discussion in a great, purposeful, and effective way. So when you don't understand when somebody's saying something, well, confirm the meaning. Say, are you saying that women should have the same roles as men? Or did you mean to say that women are better at certain jobs? Confirm the meaning. Well, provide verbal feedback for people who just express their view. So say, oh, really? Wow, that's interesting. I see. Then, of course, the most important thing in any discussion is to give an opinion. So you can say things, I think that women are better at these jobs and men are better at these jobs, and this is why. Try to use various phrases such as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, personally speaking. Of course, when there's silence, well, the best thing you can do is ask other people's opinion. So you can say things like, does anybody else have anything else to add? Does anybody else have anything to add on this topic? Or what do you think about question number 2? All right. And of course, you can respond to someone's opinion saying, yeah, that's an interesting point. Great. I've never thought of that. Great idea. Great opinion. And of course, say that you are agreeing if that is the case. Say, yes, I see what you mean. I completely agree. I absolutely agree with you. Yes, I think so too. Or just in short, exactly. Well, life is not always so rosy. Sometimes we disagree, and it's also important that we express that too. And we say, yes, but I don't think that you are right. Yes, I'm not so sure I agree. Or if you strongly disagree, also say so. Be honest. Say, I strongly, completely disagree. And here's why. And of course, for our leader, or the summarizer rather, at the end of the discussion, you are going to be saying things like, okay, so far we've said that women in China have a great opportunity to head back to work after they raise a child. Or we can say there seems to be some disagreement about male and female roles in our group, and then explain what that disagreement is. All right, guys, do you have any questions about the questions? I'm looking at the Discord chat and at my Twitch chat at the same time. Any questions about the discussion language? Is everything clear? Everyone is clear? Okay, excellent. Yes, it's clear. Good, good, good. All right. Oh, I'm so glad that the room is filling up with people. Let me bring up the... in a moment, we're going to be asking volunteers for our round one of discussions. Once again, if you're just joining us, head over to my Twitch channel, because that's where we are live. We are live on Twitch, and you can see I'm right here on twitch.tv/EnglishSpot. And if you are a part of the discussion, especially, you need to be interacting there. Now, by the way, if you want to support the channel, here's a useful link right here. It's called buymeacoffee.com/EnglishPalette. That's my nickname. If you want to buy me a coffee, something is supposed to happen on the screen. So maybe let's see if this happens today. Anything helps to make this channel grow. So I'm counting on your support so that I can do more lessons like this, including live audience. All right, guys, we are bringing up our wheel of names. Where is it? Ta-da! Ta-da! Here we are. Here we are, guys. And we are asking for volunteers. All right. Okay, let's see who is raising their hand to speak. We have Alec. Hi, Alec. Would you like to be a part of this discussion? Hello, Alec. Unmute yourself.
Sorry. Yeah, I am.
Alec. Okay, I'm putting you down. Alec. All right. Anybody else? We have Oliver. Hello, Oliver. Would you like to be a part of this discussion?
Hello.
Hi, Oliver. Yes or no? Is that a yes?
Yeah, go on then.
Okay, Oliver. All right, Oliver, you are in. You are in. We also have, who else wants to be a part of discussion? Johannes. Johannes, welcome. Are you interested in discussing this topic?
Yes. Hello.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
I am.
Okay, very good. Johannes. Let me just get your name right. Johannes, welcome. All right, guys, we have 3, seems to be men. You sound like men to me. Maybe we need some women in the room as well, just to make it more interesting. Who wants to be a part of this discussion? We see Martin, 55. Martin, hello there. Would you be a part of this discussion? Would you like to? Martin, 55, I just unmuted you. How about you? Hello? No, I can't hear you. Well, how about Nex? Nex, would you like to be a part of this discussion group?
Hi. Yes, I would like to be part of the discussion.
Oh, do you know what we're discussing? Can you see the screen on my Twitch channel?
Yeah, men and women, same or different. Talk your head off.
Okay, excellent. Very good. So Nex, you are part of this discussion group as well. We need 2 more members. 2 more members, guys. Raise your hand. I see Josh. Yes, who's that?
Me.
Gun, you wanna be a part of this?
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, Gun, and we also just had Josh joining us. Josh, so that means we have 6 people. All right, guys. So I'm just explaining the rules now. We are going to have a leader. A leader's job is to make sure there is no silence in the room. People are discussing the questions. and engage everyone. That is the point of having a leader. Also, the leader has a choice of choosing the question that they want to address. Then we also have timekeeper. Timekeeper is someone who is looking at the clock and seeing, okay, this is dragging on, let's move on to the next question, and make that suggestion saying, hey guys, what do you think? Shall we move on to another question? But of course, the timekeeper is also actively participating. Then we have two active participants who are responsible for talking a lot, okay? Devil's advocate is also an active participant, and when the discussion is going well, just everything is fine. But in case there's silence in the room, the devil's advocate jumps in and switches the sides and says, well, actually, I'm not so sure I agree. What would you say to those people who disagree with this question? Okay, and this way the discussion can be stimulated. Well, and finally, at the end of the discussion, we will ask our summarizer to provide 2 or 3 interesting highlights of the discussion to the rest of the group. Is everyone clear on that, guys?
Let's go.
All right, so please, discussion participants, you are going to have to unmute yourself. Make sure your environment is quiet. We don't have distracting noises, and we are going to distribute the roles right now, guys. First, we are selecting our leader. Who is going to be our leader? Okay. It is Alec. Congratulations, Alec. You are the leader. Who is going to be our timekeeper? Here we go.
Oh, I'm terrible with time.
And that is Gun. Gun, that does not mean you don't talk. Everybody talks, but you have an additional role of making sure the conversation does not drag on. Active participant number 1 is Oliver. Okay. You need to talk your head off. Active participant number 2. And that is clearly Josh. Congratulations. Devil's advocate, let's go. That is next. You can always argue the opposite view if you like.
All right. Well,
okay.
thank you.
You are welcome. And Johannes, you are not only active participant but also our summarizer. Okay. Excellent. Very good. Okay, everyone. If you are joining us right now, we are live on twitch.tv/EnglishSpot. These questions are on the screen. Make sure that you stick around because we will do a round 2 and round 3 of these discussions, and I hope that you will be volunteering. Especially if we have some ladies here in the room, I would also like you to voice your opinion because this round 1 is composed of all men as far as I'm aware, okay? All right, here we are. Questions on the screen. We're talking about equal opportunities for men and women. I'm not going to read the questions again. You need to be looking at the Twitch screen. But what I'm going to do is open up the floor to our discussion group members and leader, especially leader, which is Alec. If you are ready, I'm starting the time and let's... Okay, where's my timer?
All right. So I
Let's
think
go.
we should scroll down the questions. I need to see all the questions first so I can pick one.
Oh, you do? You need to see the questions? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So before I start the time, questions. In your country, do women have equal opportunities at the workplace? So that means the same pay and the same opportunities to get promoted. Yes or no?
I think that's a good one to start with.
That's a good one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
if
I
that's
think
the
a
case,
good one.
let's start the timer. Go.
I think.
All
we
right.
do.
So in your country, do women have equal opportunities in the workplace? For example, sorry, the timer is covering the question.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Do they get the same pay and promotion opportunities as men? Explain. So, all right, who would like to go first about this?
I don't mind. I think.
I'd
we do.
like
Alright.
to go first about this.
All right.
all right. Well,
Okay, Dr. Bud.
So
Peng.
I would like to speak about my country. I am from India. So here in India, in Indian society, women are traditionally discriminated against and excluded from political and family-related decisions. And despite the large amount of work women must do on daily basis to support their families, their opinions are rarely acknowledged and their rights are limited. And instead of going to schools, girls often find themselves forced to work and in order to help their families, and also often from a very young age. And they are, they marry before the age of 15, and very often they marry against their will. And that thing has led to very profound consequences, and notably on women's health and their situations often prevents them from receiving proper health care. That's the situation in my country, and that's how for many Indian women poor treatment, violence and exploitation takes place on the daily basis.
Okay,
How
no,
do
but
you
even I'm from the same country, but I have a point to add.
All right.
You know that 15 thing that's already been banned for years. No, I think you're a bit behind. It's already been imposed all over India by now. If you read the recent articles,
I
whoever
think
it
that we
was.
should focus on the question right now on how does it affect the workforce.
Oh no, I was talking like now they're same or unsafe. So I thought like the present is the main thing.
I mean, my question is, the question is talking about the representation of women in the workforce. Anyone has anything to add about this?
I think that's more of a culture thing, like how a country develops. And in India, I believe it's like not to like talk bad about the particular country, but I would say that like they already had like a backward education going on with their masses, and it's like they have lots of rural areas where people actually are not educated. So it's like if they come like Dr. Bug and just pointed out, women have to work a lot and they don't actually get to study a whole lot. I think that's just because the masses itself, the whole country, is not that much developed in all the areas. Like, I know it's really a big country, like it's a huge country, but still, that doesn't mean that all the areas and all the people that live in it are educated, or at least they know like they can actually use these opportunities, because there's been certain articles and like the government actually provides them with an option to avail, like get some help, and government will provide that. Like they have that option. They will actually try to provide free studies for you. They would give you free books and you can go to the school. But like again, the culture itself is not that much developed, and women are often closed off and they don't know about these options. I guess it's just like if they actually do go to a workplace, they are often limited by the exposure to like how exactly industry or like certain firms work. And I guess that could be the reason why it's so discriminated against women, is because people often get this idea, it's like there's a big group of women and they work in this one specific place, but they're not as like, they don't know much about the kind of work they're doing. They're just given some guidelines or some training and they're doing it according to that. Now the men who are basically like, well, they go to college and stuff and they get there and they get better positions only because they know what they're doing. And
I see.
I guess
So what you're trying to actually pronounce is there's a systemic injustice going on between men and women. It's like ingrained in the culture itself.
Yeah, and actually we can't do it. But okay, I'm sorry. It's not with all countries. Like, okay, just imagine stereotype. When you think of a teacher, like a teacher, it can be any gender. What do you think of most of a woman? Like, it's embedded in a culture. I know it's stereotypical, but it's a bit embedded in our heads. Like, yeah, we've seen so many people who are women are teachers. But actually, any sir can, like even us sir, who's hosting the show can be male or female, anyone. But it's a bit embedded in our mind. I know it's a bit stereotypical, but it's still embedded because it's been passing from generations to generations. So yeah, some people think it's unequal.
I think it's more of a cultural thing because again, I think our places outside India, we also have representation of women as well as men in the teaching workforce as well. I think Martin 55. I think you're trying to say something just now. Would you like to have anything to be added to the conversation?
Yes, I want to add something. Firstly, I want to introduce myself. I'm from Lithuania.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, personally, I believe that I live in modern country because we have the same opportunities to live. I'm talking about men and women. We have equal opportunities to work. For example, if you want to be a driver, for example, train driver, the woman and the man can be. It's we are not sorting people from the gender. I mean, so we have equal opportunities, and it's really important for us.
I agree. How about Pink Panther and Grand Grenier? I think both of you have something to add to the conversation.
So yeah, like how should I say this again? In my country, the Philippines, like women and men have the opportunity to choose what work they would like. But like what is mentioned in the question number 3, that I think there are certain jobs that men cannot handle. So yeah, that's just only my opinion. Yes, you have equal opportunity here, but there are certain jobs that women are best at and men are best at.
I do agree. That's actually one point that I was thinking about, because I believe that although both roles are different in the workforce, they both have equal placements in
Yes,
itself. But I think so I want to speak major. I'm gonna put up my opinion about the country that I'm studying, which is Indonesia. So the thing about Indonesia is ingrained in the culture and how men tend to be superior than women. It also goes similar how friend of mine whose mother is actually a manager, and she has actually worked twice the workload to actually get promoted to that position as opposed to other men in the same industry. And I believe it's something that should be represented also. But what do you think?
I know the devil's advocate job to turn the topic, but is he here? Just gonna ask you that. Who is he?
So currently the topic we're agreeing to the question. If there's a devil's advocate here, I think that he or she should have said something that is against the question.
Okay, so you're saying they're different, right? I'll just put a plot point, even though not just one plot point. What do you think about job opportunities for everyone? Like, if you're like, it's a stereotype. If you think of an office worker now or an accountant in office, so what do you think of? I can think of both men and women in the first place because they have equal amount of idea to get one. And same for movie actors. So, and they're also basically same because they're basically human beings. And wait, I have to add one more point. Give me a minute.
Wait, Pink Panther, do you have anything to add in the conversation?
Wait, he's not a participant.
Oh, sorry, I got confused.
So,
but yeah,
like what Josh said, like men and women have equal opportunities, but like what I said, like there are specific jobs that require the male male physical characteristics.
It's true. I think I think there's some extent of how jobs are actually more not wired but more lenient to men and women. But I mean, like there's no restriction if you're like, for example, a hard labor, men tend to take the place but rather than women. But there's not really a restriction for women to take the job. I mean, they can if they want to, but the big issue here is just the public scrutiny about it. How the public actually despises it in a way that women are supposed to be this flamboyant, really feminine individuals. However, it's just something stereotype that we need to break.
All right, look at that, guys. We are out of time. 10 minutes flew by like it was just nothing. Don't you think
Yeah.
so? Don't you think so? I think you wanted to say many more things, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well,
That's only question number 1.
yes, but unfortunately, I have to keep it timed. Otherwise, the
Yeah.
discussion will keep dragging on. Okay, that's our timer. All right.
Yeah, I picked question 1 because I think it's a good one to start with. It's really just a basic
Yes.
fundamental that people have a lot to add in.
Okay, let's ask now our Johannes, our summarizer. So thinking back now on this discussion, can you share maybe 2 or 3 interesting points that were raised during the discussion? Johannes, are you there? Hello, Johannes. Did we lose him?
Yes.
Yes, we lost it.
Oh, well, that's too bad. Okay, can anyone?
What if we just divide it into equal parts?
Wait.
Okay, wait a second. So we need to have a summarizer. I can open it up to volunteers. Would anyone like to volunteer to be the summarizer and just tell us what was interesting about the discussion? You can mention 2 points. It's good practice for you. Anybody?
I think I would like to summarize it.
Okay. All right, Gun, go for it. Summarizer, you're on.
I have 3 points to point out.
Okay.
Yes, there is equal opportunity jobs for men and women. That's 1 point. My second point is that the opportunity itself, it also is dependent in your culture as well. And the third point is physical characteristics. That culture and physical characteristics of a human is the limiting factor that that still drives this this kinds of controversial conversation about job opportunities of men and women. So yeah, generally that's what.
Okay. Yeah, so that's what you discussed.
Actually, can I give a third point one? Like, I think there's one point he's saying, like, there are something that women are more endurance, like physically more strong, because, like, they give childbirth. If a man would have done that, he would have already died in the process, whereas women has more endurance. And they also say they are more patience, according to some studies. So I think that can be a point, that they are more strong in a way.
Okay, but that can be a point. But what we're doing now, we're summarizing what just happened, right? So
I think that's the third point, physical category.
All right, that was the third point. Okay, thank you so much, Josh. Oh, okay. That is interesting. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Wow, I am just blown away. This is my reaction to you guys. Thank you so much. That was just great. Thank you. You guys are just, I think, I must say, I've started this like over 2 weeks ago now, and in the beginning the discussions were rough, but now, especially those who are coming here time and time again, I can see a great improvement. See a great improvement. Would you like to comment on your performance? Mention something positive, how you did, something good you did, how you something that really went well for you, and maybe then mention something that you would want to improve, something you want to work on next time.
All right, can I start first?
Sure, Alec, go ahead.
All right, so one thing that I think I did a good job of is try to be a good leader, I guess, because I try to ensure that every single people here that is participating actually have a voice in this. But one thing that I need to improve on myself is how I voice my words, because I kind of stumble a little there because my point isn't fully developed before I actually say it out loud.
I see. Okay, I see. Thank you so much. I actually agree. You did an amazing job as a leader. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Anybody else? Okay.
Yeah. It's a positive point, not about me, but like it's basically it's always improvement that we can see people from other countries. And like who are people who are studying interesting topics. Like I think there was a girl who just talked for some time, as you said, women. So they're actually good if there's multiple variety of people talking in their own way and understanding them. So and this time actually it was good. I was listening. My listening skills are getting a bit better, but my speaking skills are not improved till now. So that.
Oh, I think you're speaking, I think it's improving, or maybe I can understand you better, probably. I think you're also slowing down a little bit. I told you last time maybe you were speaking a little bit too quickly. So I think it's getting better. Plus, I think you were able to stay on topic today instead of rambling on, from topic to topic. So I can see improvement there. Very good, very good, very good. Thank you. Anybody else? Would you like to comment? Martin, go ahead. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So in a nutshell, it was really interesting to listen others, their opinions. It's really arduous topic. And for me, it was really nice to remember English language because I have a gap from this language. So it was really nice to remember. Actually, I would like to improve my accent sometimes because others sometimes doesn't understand me, especially from other countries. So, and I was sure that others understand me. So,
okay.
Thanks.
So Martin, thank you for joining us all the way from Lithuania. That's great. Yeah, this is where the world meets, guys. We are here from all over the world. So let me just comment on your accent. It's completely fine. I would not worry about it at all. Now, if somebody doesn't understand you, that is just an opportunity to clarify. And this happens among English speakers all the time. So I wouldn't worry about that. Instead, I would focus on developing ideas and how to communicate your ideas better, more effectively. I wouldn't worry about your accent, okay? Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Yes, such a bit off topic, but can we next time talk about a basic about grocery stores? Because there are a lot of things people don't know about, like the scams and like the things they use, psychological warfare.
Okay, well, I'm always open to suggestions, so always feel free to DM me and with the topic suggestion. I might take it up. I already have plans for our next class, so we cannot do that right away. But if people are interested in other topics, then please, Josh, by all means, put together a message and just DM me directly, and I will respond to that. Okay? Thanks so much.
So,
all right, guys. This was awesome. Now, feedback from the teachers, from the teacher. Okay. I must say, guys, this was amazing. I was impressed with your performance. I especially like the fact that the leader was sensitive to everyone in the room, and the leader said, try to involve everybody. So I really want to congratulate the leader. I also think that you guys tried to respond to the other person's opinion. So instead of just, this is what I want to say and I'm running with it, you are listening to each other, and that is so important to make a discussion more meaningful. Okay. And unfortunately, we lost our summarizer, Johannes, so that was maybe a drawback. And I think it would have been better if we had more balanced men-women composition of this group, okay? But other than that, I am really happy. I feel like you don't need a teacher. I'm completely out of my job, and that makes me very happy because students have taken over the discussion, and I didn't need to do anything, which is great. Thank you so much once again. A big round of applause to all the participants. All right. And now, let's go to round number 2. Round number 2, guys. All right. So first, we're going to give priority to first-time speakers. By the way, if you're just joining us live, we are live on Discord. The English Hub is a Discord server linked in the video description. Just go down and you will find the link. Join us now. You can be a part of this discussion too. And I am now asking for volunteers for part 2. Raise your hand if you want to be a part of this discussion. Okay. Okay. All right, I see we have Sneezy. Hello, Sneezy. Would you like to be a part of this discussion?
Hello there.
Hello?
Hello there.
I'm sorry, I think your connection is not very good. Are you on a landline or on the phone? Hello?
I'm on the phone. Can you listen to me?
Okay, as long as you don't break up. You want to be a part of this discussion?
Yes, I know.
Okay.
My English isn't very good, doctor, but try it.
Okay, try it. Very good. Sneezy, welcome to the discussion. Who else
Thank
wants
you.
to be a part of this discussion? We have Caden. Oh, Caden disappeared. Tony. Hello, Tony. Would you like to be a part of this discussion? Tony, you need to unmute yourself. Tony, and how about Caden? You're back. Would you want to take part in this?
Hello, I guess so.
That's Caden, right? All right, Caden, you are in. We need more people, guys. More people. Tony, I allowed you in, but you need to unmute yourself in order to speak. Please raise your hand. We have Rena. Hello.
Sapphire. Can you?
Sapphire. Okay, Sapphire, you're in. Thank you for joining us. Sapphire is a part of this discussion. Anybody else?
Hi, doctor. I have a question. May you tell me what is the discussion about?
Discussion is about men and women and their roles in society. The questions will be on the screen for you. Okay. All right. Rena, so you are part of this discussion?
Yes.
Rena, okay. Thank you. Welcome, Rena. You are part of it. We need 2 more members. So raise your hand right now. We see Giorno Giovanna. Hello, Giorno.
Unmute really quickly, just for like a second.
Sure. Giorno, are you speaking? Is your microphone working? No, I guess not. Okay, and all right, here we go. What about, we have another person, Freeman. Freeman, would you like to join us?
Well, I'm back.
Oh, Freeman is back for another lesson. Excellent. Then you must like
How
it.
about Troyvale?
Pardon me?
Troyvale's hand is up.
Okay, Troyvale, let's wake up. Let's allow Troyvale in here. Welcome, Troyvale.
Roxas.
Okay, Troyvale.
Roxas' hand is up.
And Rox's hand is up. Okay, Roxo. Roxo? All right, Roxo. Would you like to be a part of this discussion?
Sure, I don't see why not.
Okay, Roxo.
TRNL's hand is up.
Okay, no, I think we have enough. We already have 7 members, which is more than usual.
Okay.
Okay, so so those of you who want to speak, please hang on because we're going to do another round, okay? And now guys, now is the time to assign you to the roles.
Let's go.
I think I can give up on my role because I already participated in this discussion before.
Sorry, what was that, Sapphire?
I think I can give up on my role because I participated in this discussion before.
Okay, well, don't give up unless you. It's fine. If you want to join, you can, but it's up to you.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, all right. Where is my? This is what I'm looking for. The wheel, guys. The wheel. Okay, so what is going to be your role? Let's find out. First, we are selecting our leader.
Easy board.
All right.
Thank you, bro.
Kaden, you are the leader. Okay.
All
right, Kaden, you are the leader.
We all do a little bit of trolling.
Easy dwarf, not me. Jeez.
Okay, next we have our timekeeper. Who is the timekeeper?
Yeah.
Travail. Okay, just because you're timekeeper, Travail, doesn't mean you don't speak your mind. You do speak your mind. Next, active participant, number 1. And that's Roxo. Congratulations, Roxo. You need to talk your head off.
Oh boy.
Active participant number 2. Here we go. That's Freeman. All right, Freeman, talk your head off. Yeah. All right, congratulations.
Sure,
the Devil's Advocate. Who is the Devil's Advocate? That's Sneezy. All right, Sneezy. You need to argue the opposite view. If everybody agrees on one point, you have to disagree. Okay, and Rena is our summarizer. At the end of the discussion, you share 2 or 3 most interesting points. All right, Rena, you are in. All right, guys. So you need to head over to the Twitch channel if you are not on it yet. Right now, we are on twitch.tv/EnglishSpot. EnglishSpot is my username on Twitch. So we are live right there, and the questions will be on the screen right there for you. So, guys, today we're talking about men and women. We already had a round one of discussions, and a lot of things were said about question one. Now, the leader, which is Caden. Can you see the screen? Can you see the screen? Hello, Caden.
What's your page again?
It's English Spot. English SPOT. One word.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right. Caden, are you here? Because you're the leader. Caden, we're waiting for Caden. Hello, Caden. All right. Can I hear you, Caden? Speak, please.
Caden, tell me my duty again.
Could you speak? Could you say that again? I couldn't understand you.
Could you tell me my duty again in this conversation?
Okay, and you are Sneezy?
Yes.
Okay, Sneezy, you are basically voicing your opinion on the questions that are read. However, if there's silence in the room and everybody agrees, let's say, everybody says, oh yeah, men and women have equal opportunities, then the devil's advocate job is to jump in and say, actually, not everyone agrees with this question. What would you say to those who disagree? Okay, so you're introducing the opposite view. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, that's great. Well, where is our leader, guys? Caden, are you here? I think we've lost our leader. Sapphire, would you like to step in the role of the leader?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes. Sapphire.
Okay, let me load up the questions.
Okay, Sapphire, you're the leader then. Okay, you have the freedom of choosing which question you want to start with.
Okay, let's get first question out first.
First
so
question
in your country,
first.
Do women have equal opportunities in the workplace? For example, do they get the same pay and promotion opportunities as men? Explain. So I'd like to invite one of the active participants to go first.
I think they already discussed that question in group 1.
Yeah, but it's okay. There are new members.
Okay.
Yes.
So I say not. In most of the countries around the world, a lot of stereotypes can happen, and based on those stereotypes, some people just get not accepted into the work.
I think what it is it's not that they don't have equal opportunities. It's just that people are a lot more ready to be more critical. They're a lot more, I don't know how to say this correctly. They scrutinize women a lot more, and they are a lot more careful, and they're more willing to call out women's mistakes rather than men's mistakes.
Yeah, once again, stereotypes.
I think it's basically just perpetuating stereotypes and whatever, right?
I live in an Arab country which improved on women's rights a long time ago, and it improved the country's quality itself. UAE right now is probably the richest Middle East country, the most successful Middle East country in the world.
Devil's advocate, jump in. Devil's advocate.
Or just
Okay,
anyone.
so
just jump in, guys.
I can present
time
my
is
opinion
precious.
on this question. So, okay, since we're running out of time, I think women have equal opportunities in the workplace, in my country at least. And they get the same pay and promotion, except for when they take, longer holidays than men and maternal leaves. But it's so easy to lie with data. Recently, there was a study conducted in the US, and that showed women really have a high wage gap. It's because the data collected is biased. They're focusing on the women who are in the lower hierarchies or at the industries in the primary stage of production or secondary stage where the manufacturing happens. But when they come to men, they're mostly talking about the service sector, which is quaternary sector and very highly valuable. So the data here, the data set itself is biased, and this doesn't really promote a very standardized and proper view to actually debate upon. So we should take that into consideration too.
Yeah, the pay gap actually in South Asian countries is very high. Not just in private offices, the government offices are a lot corrupted, and it's like everyday war between people and government out here just for the equal pay gap. Uh, a woman's pay of the same offices, the same position will be a lot more lower than what men get. It's pretty messed up over here.
Jump in, guys, jump in or respond.
A lot of people assume that in the last conversation, the physical abilities of men are actually higher than women. I don't agree. It's not. A group one talked about it, but it's not. If a woman will go to a physical job as the army, she will still do as good as man with correct training.
True that.
Okay, guys, does everyone agree? Does everyone agree that women can do as good of a job in the army as men?
Yeah,
I think not. Their physical body isn't like man. Men is stronger. They have their physics is like strong animals, but women aren't. I think.
I disagree with that. I think that men and women are the same. It's just that our gender roles in society have pushed women towards being less like physically active and physically strong. I think that if a woman wanted to, she could probably deadlift more than a man any day of the week if they both trained and they both give it their all. I don't see why there would be a difference based on your gender.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but just he is kind of correct, because naturally in animals, women are the one who are caring about the family and the man is hunting.
Yeah, but I mean, we live in an era where that is very obsolete. That idea is obsolete because men don't go out and they don't hunt every day.
Yeah, that's why I disagree. But if you talk about his topic, if you think of it from his point of view, it's correct. Yeah,
Well-
naturally, men are stronger than women.
Yeah,
Both of the opinions are basically correct.
If a woman
but if you
started
look at the
hunting?
Sorry?
Sorry, what were you saying, Sapphire?
Yeah, I was saying both of the opinions are actually correct, but if you look at the scientific point of view, it's the evolution that made women what they are today. Although there are little physical differences between men and women, I don't get a reason why women can do better in the army, because we have the modern equipment, so physical raw strength is mostly an obsolete idea, like you said. And with the modern equipment and stuff, with proper training, women can excel in military and perhaps achieve more than a man. So that sums it up. Now let's move to a different question. Let's try an opinion question. So the fourth one. Opinion: men should be breadwinners and women should be homemakers. Do you agree with this opinion? Why or why not? So, who would like to go first?
Me. As we said,
Yes.
and as we discussed in the first question, naturally, yes, it is true. Biologically, women have to care about the children, raise the family, while the man is hunting and helping the family survive. But in a modern society, men don't go hunt for food. So in modern society, there's no difference if, for example, a man becomes a breadwinner and whiner.
I agree.
Or a woman. I don't know how to spell it though. pronounce it. I do know how to spell it. It's right on the screen.
Breadwinner or homemaker?
So, do we have a contrary point of view? Somebody.
Our advocate does a pretty bad
Devil's
job.
No,
Would you like
everybody's
to
doing a
jump
great job.
I don't think anybody has a different opinion.
Okay, so devil's advocate won't do his job. Let me do his. Okay. So I actually think that in the modern society it doesn't matter. But just for the argument's sake, I think men should be breadwinners and women should be homemakers, because it doesn't really make a lot of sense, because we have evolved like that till now, and it has only changed since the Industrial Revolution, when men and women started doing the factory work, and they didn't have to do a lot of physical work, and there was nothing that really could distinguish women from men. But how will the family grow without a mother being there for the children? Like, if both of the parents go to work and you put your child in a daycare, it wouldn't develop the same as a child perhaps in a family where the mother is a caretaker would. So I think that's that.
I was not raised by my parents. They were both at work, and I was always from my grandparents.
It's just
okay.
That
Generation
kind of made a difference, but really, my mom became my dad's boss. She's literally a boss of my dad, so it's kind of funny.
No, not at all.
No,
I
it's
don't understand why.
But it's just a complete opposite of what you just said.
What I don't understand here is why women being out of the house automatically means that men wouldn't be the homemakers. Why isn't it possible for
So
men?
here you're proposing an idea that they should switch roles, not that they would have equal roles, which is counterintuitive.
No, mate. We don't want them to switch, but if they want to switch, they can switch. They have the option.
If they want to,
It's
yes,
not-
of course.
Yeah.
I'm all for freedom.
If both of them want to be breadwinners, they can also be, but it won't be really good for the child. So
Both of them want to be breadwinners.
they can
and in
they can
future-
choose the role. That's my opinion.
like, why wouldn't it be good for the child? I don't understand that.
I don't. You know, when you were just talking, how you love your parents, and I didn't really feel that ever in my life because my parents were never near me. I had like serious depression when my granddad died, and that's the bad part because they die soon, and for 11-year-old child, that's a really big tragedy.
Okay, guys, time is extended. Time is extended. You have 40
let's
seconds.
do one more question.
Okay.
Yes. Do you think that in an ideal society, men and women should have the same roles? Why or why not? Explain. So, go on.
I don't think men and women should have same roles, neither different roles, but I think they should have freedom to choose their roles. And if they have freedom to do anything they like, that's an ideal society for me.
Well,
What
presented
about you?
argument. DA?
Yeah,
Do we-
you have anything to say?
I quite agree with you. So it doesn't matter what roles they have. I don't want everything to be monotonous and uniform. But as long as they have the freedom to choose what they have and they're not obliged by patriarchy or matriarchy to choose something, it's an ideal functioning society. Yes, true. Raxos, Rena, Freeman.
I mean,
honestly not
I kind of agree with you.
Rina, you need to speak
move on
up.
to another question.
Rina, you need to speak up. I'd like to hear your voice, but you need to speak closer to the mic. So what was it you said?
I was saying that I agree with them.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, let's end the debate in agreement. Or do we have more time?
We have a minute more. We can move on to another question.
Okay, we have a minute more, so let's not waste time. Just a minute. Okay.
Let's not waste time. Just a minute.
yeah, that's good. Anyway,
Oh yeah,
he's looking at the
that's
questions.
quite enough there in it. Okay. Is it easy for women to continue their careers after taking some time off to start a family? Do companies provide daycares or nurseries? Okay.
don't
Most
think
of them
it is.
don't. Oh,
Yes,
Sorry.
true. Most of them don't.
Sorry. I don't think it's easy for women to start careers after starting a family. My mom specifically had to take her child to school just because she couldn't afford daycare because there were no companies that were providing it. There was no school that was providing it. I had to go to a preschool that was provided by her work specifically because of her career and her profession that allowed her to do that. I think that it's very hard for women to have families, especially when there's no one that is like readily available to take care of a child.
What if we add a new, fresh perspective to the question? Why can't government make a legislation that obliges all the major companies to have daycare facilities?
It would
Do you
cost too
support it?
much. I would support it,
I mean,
but I feel like it'd be very
I
expensive.
think it's a better usage of taxpayers' money than inventing some laser weapon that would be used on China and Sino-Taiwan war in like 60 years. That's hypothetical.
Wow.
So I think this makes more sense. And the productivity will increase too. Economics.
Great ideas. Great ideas. But unfortunately, we are out of time.
No.
Thank you, guys.
why
Thank
are you excited when we're out of time? And now we are out of time.
Well, because I feel like, I'm the teacher, so I want to talk more. You guys talk too much, so enough. Okay, guys. Well, actually, I want to let you know. I want to let you talk more. So I'm going to ask the summarizer, who is actually Rina. Rina, can you please give us 2 or 3 most interesting points that stood out for you during this discussion? Go for it, Rina.
Yeah. Wait, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. For me, I thought an interesting point was like the last question we just left off on, and how you guys were giving ideas about daycares and all that kind of stuff. I thought that was pretty interesting because that can help like modern society, and it can help like families that needed it. And I thought another interesting point was the argument Freeman and other people made about the should men be breadwinners and women be like the homekeepers. I thought it was a pretty interesting argument because I got to see 2 different sides of their opinions, because some people might think that like only men should be breadwinners, or both should be breadwinners, or men could be this. I think it was cool because it can talk about the roles of each gender or whatever, and I thought that was a pretty good opinion for both sides, both people that were arguing. So, I mean, those are like my most interesting things about this whole like argument and like discussion.
Rina, you did an amazing job as the summarizer. This is awesome. Thank you. Wow. Just blew me away. Very good. You've obviously done this before. That's great. You're a pro. Thank you.
Anyway, as the last time, before I leave,
yes.
Communist is the best.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's that's an assertion.
Make it the Soviet
Freeman,
English hub.
Freeman, that is your assertion. Don't make me mute you. Don't make me mute you.
Guys. I'm probably gonna come back next time.
Okay, thanks so much. All right. Hey,
All right,
guys.
bye.
Yeah, how did you do? Yeah, thanks, Freeman. I'm not kicking you out, guys. I just wanted to debrief this discussion. So, how did you do, Sapphire, as the leader? What do you think? What went well, and what would you have improved?
I think it went terribly well. That I thought I was in a dream. Okay, so starting off with Rina, she did a fantastic job as a summarizer, and she basically identified the main points and put it in her own words, which is what a summarizer would do. So pretty good job right there. It's just her microphone that was a little too faint, but Roxos and the guy who just left, pretty good job, and prevailed as usual with her fresh opinions and added a completely fresh new perspective to the whole discussion.
Nice.
Pop of color. And Sneezy Dwarf was actually amazing at the start, but then faded out of the discussion later on. I don't know why. Maybe
right.
And about me, I think I did kind of well, but then I said 1 minute, let's not waste time. So that was a blunder.
No, that was okay. I mean, I thought it was time management skills. You were trying to work on that. I think it was a good attempt. Good attempt, Sapphire. Thank you.
Okay, that was just sarcasm. I think I did agree.
Yeah, I actually agree. I agree with your assessment. It was really well done. Thank you. Anybody else would like to debrief their own performance or say one good thing and one thing that you would probably improve?
I think that I could have talked more, but I mean, honestly, I think that everyone did a good job of what their like specific job was. So like round of applause to everybody.
Yes, thank you so much, Nina. I actually agree. Very good. Yeah, well, there's very little for me to say other than that I really enjoyed your ideas themselves. The idea that Sapphire brought in at the end about legislation for daycares, well, is an intriguing one. It's an intriguing idea. And then there was someone said the cost might be high. Well, excellent. That would be, maybe we can discuss that in round 3 or so on, but that was great. As a teacher, I can see a great improvement in these debates. You guys are staying focused. You are staying on topic. I only wish that you guys would be using more of that discussion language I introduced so that we could clearly see, okay, now what he's doing now, he's clarifying, or now he's responding to the idea. So this way, the discussion would be more directed or more focused. Is this helpful for you guys? Is this a good feedback to hear?
Yeah, it's really good. Thank you.
Okay, excellent. Well, thank you so much again. A big round of applause to our participants in round 2. Excellent. And now, ladies and gentlemen, before we go into round 3, I want to let you know how to stay in touch with English Spot. Please make sure that you, if you like this content, feel free to support the channel. There's ways to donate. There is also ways, if you want to study English privately, you can book a private lesson. Learners can book a lesson right here. If you're a teacher, I can come in and do a workshop in your classroom on how to teach online. And of course, make sure to follow the social media links right here so that you are always in touch with what's happening and you are aware of what is going on this channel. And once again, we are on English Hub. Look at that. We are almost at 6,000 users, members. The channel is growing quickly and it would be awesome if you were a part of it too. Link is in the video description. And finally, let me just mention, if you want to buy me a coffee, the link is right here. buymeacoffee.com/English Palette. All right, guys. And now let's move on to round 3.
Let's go.
All right, we need volunteers for our round 3. We are talking about men and women. If you are joining us just now, we are live on twitch.tv/English Spot, English SPOT, Spot. Join us there. The questions are on the screen. And now I am looking at the hands that are up. Who wants to be a part of this discussion on men and women and their roles in society? We have Catherine on the line. Hello, Catherine. Would you like to be a part of this discussion? Catherine, you have to unmute yourself.
Hello.
Catherine, hello. Would you like to be a part of this?
Yes, why not?
Excellent. Very good, Catherine. Welcome. We have Setsuka. Setsuka, hello. Would you like to be a part of this discussion? Hello, Setsuka. You have to unmute your microphone. Hello? No? Setsuka, can you say confirm if you want to be a part of this discussion? Yeah. Yes, Setsuka, yes? Do you want to be a part of this?
Yes.
Okay, thank you,
Yes.
Thank you, Setsuka. You are in. Excellent. We have She Sleeps All Day. She Sleeps All Day. Hello there. Would you like to be a part of this discussion?
No, I'd love to be a part. Thank you.
Okay, which name would you like me to use for you? She Sleeps All Day, or do you have another name you would like to use?
You can call me Sophia.
Sophia, okay. Sophia with an F or PH?
Sofie.
Okay. Sophia. Okay, thank you. Welcome, Sophia. We need 3 more. So raise your hand now. We have Pog on the line. Hello, Pog. Would you like to be a discussion team member here?
Yes, hello.
Pog, yes, I couldn't hear. Could you repeat?
Oh, hello.
No?
Yeah, hello.
Oh, hello. Yes, Pog. Are you a part of this discussion?
Yes, I would like to join.
Okay, Pog. Okay, Pog, you are in. And we need 2 more people. So we have Dime Fox. Hello, Dime Fox. Would you like to be a part of this discussion?
Yeah, I'm more than happy to.
Okay, Dime Fox, you are in. Dime Fox, and I see Alyssa is joining us. Hello, Alyssa. Would you like to take part in this discussion on men and women and their roles in society?
Oh, yes.
Very good, Alyssa. You are in, and that means we have 6 people, and we are ready to go.
Let's go.
Okay, if you're joining us right now, the questions are on the screen, twitch.tv/EnglishSpot. We are discussing men and women live on Discord. You can join us on Discord as well. And we are going to now delegate all these roles. And let's see who is going to have what role. First of all, we are choosing our discussion group leader. Who is going to be our leader? And that's Paul. Paul, congratulations. Nice. You are going to make sure that there's no silence and that everyone is engaged. Now, timekeeper. Right. Timekeeper is Alyssa. Alyssa, just because you're a timekeeper doesn't mean you don't participate. You speak your mind too. Active participants, number 1. Here we go. Alright, and that is Dime Fox. Dime Fox, you need to talk your head off. Active participant number 2. Sophia, you are also required to speak a lot. I hope you speak your mind here. Now, the devil's advocate, very tricky role, and let's see who's going to get it. Okay, that is going to be Setska. Alright, Setska, do you know what the devil's advocate job is? Catherine, you are our summarizer.
That's great.
Okay, so excellent. I think we have all our roles decided. Do you want me to read the questions again? Unfortunately, students did not submit any questions. Remember that I always open this. I open this to students. So prior to the lesson, you can always post questions. Post your own discussion questions, but this time around no questions came in, so we are stuck to these 5 questions that are posted on the screen. Leader, are you ready to take it away? Pog, are you seeing the questions on the screen?
No, sorry.
Okay, Pog, you need to head over to twitch.tv/EnglishSpot, English SPOT, where questions are listed there for you. And
all right.
Okay, and I can just start reading them for you to refresh your memory. First question deals with women and their equal opportunities in workplace, especially same pay and promotion opportunities. Are they same? Are they not same? Explain. Second question deals with continuing a career after raising children. Is it easy for women to do that? And do companies provide nurseries or daycares for their employees? Number 3, do you think men or women are better at certain jobs? Or are they all equal in every respect? Explain your view. Now, question number 4 talks about who should be the breadwinner in the family. Some families have both people working, both parents or both members of the family working, but some people think that men should be the breadwinners, it should work outside the house, and women should be homemakers staying at home. Do you agree with this opinion or not? Question number 5, do you think ideally, in an ideal society, men and women should have identical roles and they should share them 50-50, or should their roles differ from one another? Okay, Pog, are you ready to take it away?
All right, can you go up to number 1 again?
Yes, I'm showing number 1 again. Remember, as the leader, you don't have to go in order. You can choose any question you like. All right, but okay, and we are going to start our timer in just a minute. And here we go. If you're ready, let's start.
Let's go.
Say women have the same equal opportunities as men in our workplace. Because men and women have the same opportunities in studying, even if you're in the same area, we do not have the same. Even if you're in a province or in a city, you still have the same opportunities as anyone.
Okay, feel free to jump in, guys.
I think this topic is pretty complicated because I think a lot of people will be like, okay, well, look at this specific industry, like there are women thriving in this one. But then, like, you point out other industries where, like, women aren't really hired because of stereotypes, like they're not very strong or they're not, I don't know, just for whatever reason, they're not fitted for that industry. So then in some industries, it's more equal than in other industries, you know? So I think this is just really like what you're looking at.
Okay, guys, what do you think about that? Alyssa, I'll clarify. Are you saying that it depends on the industry?
Yeah, I think it depends on the industry, but I also think we focus a lot on like women having equal rights, but I also think like in some industries women are hired more than men. So I think men, like if they aspire to be, I tend to think of like an industry where it's mostly women. I don't know. I just think like men also sometimes struggle with finding jobs in female-dominated industries.
Very interesting point, guys. What do you think about that? I don't want to take the leader's job, but we need to keep this discussion going. So everyone jump in, please. Or we move on to the next question. Is our leader present here? What's going on? Hello, yes.
Can you show number 2?
Okay, sure.
I can help. Is it easy for women to continue their careers after taking time off to start companies provide daycares or nurses? I would rather say yes. They have so many stuff. You can put the children in your daycare and find a new job, or you can put them in nurseries instead of men. Just find jobs, take care of others since they can't.
I'm sorry, I think your microphone is cutting out a little bit. But I also wanted to make a comment. If you have additional questions to the group, just feel free to post them in the chat. All right, guys, maybe shall we move on to another question? What do you think about question 4? Men should be breadwinners and women should be homemakers. Do you guys agree?
I have a lot of opinions about this one, but I also don't want to be like the only one talking.
Yes, so what about Sophia? What do you think? Hello, Sophia, are you here? Catherine, are you here? Do you agree with this opinion?
Yeah, I'm right here. I feel like when they say homemakers, I feel like they put it down way too much, because being a homemaker is a lot of job. They don't have any time limits. They don't get wages, and they lack a lot of credit. And I feel as if men and women, it's really their choice. I know a lot of, personally, I know a lot of men who are homemakers and they are well off as well. And I feel it's basically up to them, and it's no one's right to decide if what they want to do or pursue.
I
Okay.
agree with that a lot. I think you brought up some good points.
Thank you.
Setska, other people, come on. This is your time. What do you think about female and male roles in society? Should they be the same or should they differentiate?
Can you hear me?
Yes, Dime Fox, go for it.
Yeah, I think something we cannot get away with is the biological difference between men and women, and I think this is like a tradition we inherit from like the ancient time. And for certain species, it could be like male dominant, and for certain species it could be female dominant. I think it all depends on like the biological difference. Say we human beings seems to be like males have like a are superior in physicality, and this makes them kind of naturally more eligible for like working hard, more physically demanding jobs. And so I feel like it's that our society is male dominant.
Mm-hmm. So are you saying that men are stronger physically and that's why they dominate certain jobs?
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
I agree with that. I think because I agree, like you can't ignore it. You can't ignore the fact that like naturally, or it's not even okay. So naturally, but also we perpetuate it because like we put our like young boys in sports and all that stuff. Whereas like maybe when young girls like they might be handed a book or like I don't know, stuff like that. So I think you can't get away from it. Men are stronger in some ways, but I also think like if women want to train and put in the work and they prove like they're strong enough, then I think that they should also be given the same opportunity in that field if they wanted to,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like stereotypes play a major role about which decide what men and women pursue in their future, because when we are small, girls are handed over Barbies and boys are handed over cars and robots, which I think biologically and mentally plays a huge role. And they are led and lean into a path which is directed into do you get my point? Which is because some things are labeled as feminine and only girls are supposed to do it, and some things are labeled as masculine and only men are supposed to do it. So girls are prevented, or their imagination is limited to what they are supposed to pursue in their future. I think that plays a major role as well. So I think if stereotypes are lessened, is that a word? If stereotypes are lessened, I think this world can be a much better place and there would be more equality around.
So maybe you just need to beware. You need to be aware of the stereotypes around, right, and how they shape people and male and female roles. I think that's what you're saying.
Yeah, and I'm just saying that stereotypes play a major role and it plays a lot. It plays a lot of things in your mind as well about what you. It kind of leads and dedicates a lot of stuff, which ultimately leads you to, yeah.
We have just make sure like we have a minute, 10 seconds. So.
Yes. So what would you like to do? Would you like to go on to another question or talk more about this one?
I think this question is cool because it says like what is like in an ideal society. Question
Yes.
number 5. Which I guess we kind of talked around, but I think in an ideal society, everyone will be given the choice to work for what they want to do.
So ideal society is free society, where everyone decides what they want to do.
Yeah.
So are you saying that it's not ideal, so right now people are forced to into certain roles?
I would agree with that.
Okay.
I think in America, in some ways, it's like, because that's where I grew up. That's all I can really speak for. It's like we kind of have, it's in some ways it's free because we can like if you want to, you can try to work your way up. There's so many like examples of women or people of color who have worked their way into the roles that they wanted, right? But it's just like the minority that are able to actually get those things, if they work for it. I still don't think we're fully there.
I see. But do you think there's progress? Things are changing for the better?
I agree that there's progress. It's really exciting to see all of the things that people are doing.
Great. Thank you so much, Alyssa.
I feel like the society we have right now is not totally open for women in general because for my country, we take a lot of things in perspective before we take a job, and mainly safety as well, because I'm supposed to give a trigger warning. Because a lot of assaults happen as well in the workplaces, and I feel like women have to take care of that part as well before taking any job. And I feel as if women have to take care about a lot of things before joining something than men have to.
Wow, well, that was interesting. That was a great point. And I feel like the discussion is getting more and more interesting as we progress, because you are finally digging into these details. Unfortunately, we are out of time. Oh, man. Yes, we're out of time. However, we still need to do our summary. So let's turn to our summarizer. And that is going to be, oh my goodness, I forgot to type the name. I think that was...
that's me, yeah.
That's you, Catherine. Okay. Catherine?
I took up the job of the active speaker.
So, Catherine, no, that's fine. We do both. Catherine, can you tell us, maybe give us 2 points that stuck out in your mind or are the most interesting about the discussion that just took place?
I feel as Eliza and I said, progress is kind of needed in the society, and as I said as well, stereotypes should be reduced, I think. And a lot of people brought a lot of good points, and I had fun with this debate.
Oh, that's great. Thank you so much. Summarizer, you did a great job. Thank you. Wow. Well done. Well done. Now, let me ask you your feedback, your personal feedback. So how did you guys do? Do you think that you were able to express your views? Were you able to speak your mind clearly, formulate your ideas, and maybe later you can say something that you think needs improvement? Who would like to start? Anyone? Just reflect on your own performance in your discussion.
I feel like I hesitated a lot before saying anything, so I think I should work on that.
So are you saying that it took some time for you to break the ice?
No, like while forming while putting words to my thoughts, it took a little time.
Okay, so are you saying next time you would do it sooner and more aggressively?
No, I will like form sentences faster.
Oh, I see. That's great. Well, that comes with practice, right? I think, Catherine, you did a great job. Yes, thank you. Anybody else? Anybody else?
I really liked today. I thought everyone had really good ideas and opinions, especially towards the beginning where I think we had more people talking, it was I really liked I guess the back and forth that we had.
Mm-hmm. So are you saying that students are getting better at just leading a discussion? Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would agree with that. I think that we're all getting better. Also, because we're talking in front of a lot of people, it's kind of nerve-wracking, I guess. But I think as long as people are having these kinds of discussions, I think there will always be progress.
That's great. Yes, as long as we have the freedom of speaking our mind, things should be getting better, right? That's great. I'm just looking in the room, and we have over 60 people in the stage room. That's wonderful. And I hope that you are encouraged to join this server and be a part of these discussions from now on. So once again, I want to thank our participants today. Let me give you some feedback now, okay? Feedback from the teacher. I feel like this third discussion was really good. I almost wish we had more time, because what ended up happening that there are some great points raised, but I wish, as a teacher, I wish that as you express your view, express your opinion, that you can support it with an example right away. So I was hoping to hear more specific examples. I know that Alyssa started talking about America, where she is in. I wish that happened earlier, so that we could actually maybe start comparing different countries, different situations, and maybe specific industries where Alyssa mentioned that women, in some areas, it was harder for men to get a job because if certain industries were dominated by women. It would have been nice to support it with a specific example. That's just one example of how I would improve this discussion. But other than that, you guys did really, really well. There was no rambling. There was no silence. Everyone was engaged, and I am extremely pleased with that discussion. So thank you again. A big hand to everyone. All right, if you are here with us on Twitch, you can see on the screen, I will show you the thumbnail for our next lesson. Our next lesson is going to be on Friday at 1700 hours London time, GMT. The topic of our next lesson is we will be talking about tattoos and body piercings. Do you find them beautiful? What do you think about tattoos? Would you like to get a tattoo? What about body piercings? Is too much? Are they attractive? Are they beautiful? So make sure you join us for that. I will post the questions on my website in a few hours, so you should be able to see them right there. And of course, if you want to add questions, you can always post them in the comments, and I will read them as well. Well. So I hope that should be an exciting topic. If you have suggestions for other topics, of course, DM me anytime. Before we part, I just wanted to point you again to the Twitch channel. Make sure you follow it, subscribe if you wish. Also, follow the social media links listed on it. You can support the channel by becoming a member, and you can book a private lesson if you want with me, or a workshop if you are a teacher. Thank you so much, and don't forget to join the English Hub. I'm going to be live again on Friday at 1700 hours London time for an exciting lesson on tattoos and body piercing. Do you find them beautiful or not? Attractive? Is too much of a good thing a bad thing? I'm hoping to hear a lot of great opinions on that topic. Well, thank you so much again. I'm going to sign off. I will stay in the room for any questions, but I will end my live stream right here. Thanks again to all the participants, and looking forward to seeing you next time on English Palette. Bye everybody. Take care. See you next time.